Today I'm going to be doing a book review video. I have 7 different books. They're all different genres and stuff. They're not like just one specific thing. So the first book I'm going to show you is a book that I really liked. It almost made me cry. And usually books don't make me cry. They usually don't. But this one like really almost tugged on my heartstrings. It's by Debbie Macomber. I guess that's how you say her last name. And it's called Hannah's List. It's supposed to go with the series Blossom Street, the Blossom Street series, but this is what it looks like. So basically what this book is about, it's about this man. His name is Michael, and his wife's dead. His wife died of ovarian cancer. And what happens is he goes through the book where his wife wrote him a letter saying that he wants him to remarry because he brought so much happiness to her life that he wants him to give more happiness to somebody else because they were really young when she died, and he really wants him to be able, to have children and, not to be alone for the rest of his life, So she has this list. It was in the letter, this list of 3 different women for him to date and to see who he would want to marry. So throughout the whole book, he goes through these trials and tribulations about all the 3 girls and why Hannah might have made her put them on her list and stuff. It's a really good book. I really liked it. The part that really tugged on my heartstrings was when he was reading the letter. That was when it was really, really, really emotional. And that was like the first 2 or 3 chapters in the book. So this book is, I read the first book. There's like a couple books, but I didn't know. There's like another one about in this series about Christmas. This is called The Hot Flash Club Strikes Again. And it's by Nancy Thayer. This is what it looks like. So the first book was just called The Hot Flash Club. I did do a book review video on that. I don't know which book review video it was, but I always put the book titles in the description in case you want to look them up, stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure if you go through my other book review videos, you'll find it. But anyway, it's about these 4 women who are in menopause, and they all come together once a month to meet each other and catch up on their lives and stuff to help each other through problems. And then there's 3 other ladies in this book. They're not in the Hot Flash Club, but they're going through their own things too throughout the book. It was a really good book. I mean, the one thing I did like was in the last book, the chapters were divided into the 4 women's point of view. So it was like the one was about Alice, the one chapter was about Alice, the one chapter was about another one. So it's like that. So in this one, you don't get that. So it's basically just, it doesn't say, oh, this chapter's about this woman or whatever. But it was a really good book. I really liked the first one better than the second one, to be honest. This is a small little book. I don't know who wrote it, but it's called The Crown Jewels and Coronation Ritual. This is what it looks like. And basically it's about the crown jewels and coronation ritual in England when they coronate a new queen or king and all the jewels that they have to wear during the coronation. It was a cute little book. It was small, and there's always there's pictures of all the jewels and stuff, and the last things about the ritual. It was a really nice little educational book. I don't know who wrote it though. This one is a series called Annie's Attic Mysteries. It's called Boxed In. It's by Karen Kelly. Now the Annie's Attic Mysteries, for some reason they're always written by somebody different. I don't know why. That's just how it is. And this is what it looks like. So what happens is Annie's grandmother, I think it was her grandmother. It doesn't say, but it was like her grandmother or her great aunt or something died and left her this house. And in her house, there's full of all these things in the attic. And she goes up to the attic to find something, and here she stumbles upon a box that was made by Native Americans that lived in Maine. And she goes on the hunt to figure out why it was in her grandmother or great aunt's attic. and who it belongs to, and she wants to learn more about the Native Americans that lived in Maine, and that kind of stuff. It was a really cute book. It's a small book. Like, the chapters are really small in it. It's not, like, a huge book or anything. So if you're really getting into reading, or you like mysteries, but you wouldn't like the big mystery books, you could read them. Those are really, really cute. So this book was a big thumbs down for me. I didn't like it at all. It's by Melissa de la Cruz. It's called Alex and Eliza, a love story, and it's about Alexander Hamilton, and I guess his wife / girlfriend, I guess, Eliza. And Melissa de la Cruz is the girl who writes the Descendants books, the Disney ones and stuff that are based on the movie. This is what it looks like. The one thing I didn't like about this book was each chapter, it said chapter 1, and then it would say the setting, but what happened was it wasn't that bad, but the one thing that annoyed me was when we get to a new chapter, it would say the same thing over and over again. Like, it would say, oh, it's blah blah house in November 1777 or whatever. And it would say that for like 20 chapters or something. And I said, well, I don't know why she's writing it where she puts down the setting all the time, because the setting and the date aren't changed because they're the same place and the same time. So that was really annoying. And the storyline was really, really boring to me. It went by really slow. I really didn't enjoy it. It's supposed to take place during the Revolutionary War too, but I thought it was going to be like a cool book, and it really wasn't. It was really boring. It was really dry to me. Now, her Descendants books aren't that boring, so I don't know why she wrote a boring book, 'cause that book wasn't that great. So this is by Janet Evanovich. It's one of her books that are like numbers. I call it the number series. I mean, I know that's not what it's called, but that's what I call it. And it's called I just get like, I know there's like, they go in order because, you know, the numbers go in order. But I just get these as I get them. I don't read them in order, because if I waited to get the whole series, I would probably like have to like wait a trillion years. So this is called Two for the Dough. It's a Stephanie Plum novel. All the books in the series are Stephanie Plum. And this is what it looks like. It's a hardback book. This is what it looks like. This one was just okay. I really didn't get into it like I did the other ones. It's basically about Stephanie Plum. She's a bounty hunter. And she's going on the hunt to find this one person who, sorry guys, oh yeah, I had to like see what it was about a little bit, because it was a long time since I read this book. And the fact that I started it, and then I stopped reading it, and then I started it again. And she has to go on the hunt to find these caskets that went missing from this guy, and in the process she finds out that they used these caskets they were army caskets or something, like coffins or something, and they were used to bring military armed weapons into these caskets to sell here in the States and stuff. She has to figure out who was doing that. So her books are really good. Like, there's some comic relief in these books. I really like the Stephanie Plum character. She's like a no ifs, ands, or buts woman. She just like takes the bull by the horns. She's like a badass woman, to be honest. This book is the last one. I just finished it before I did this review. It's called The World's Book of America's Presidents. It's portraits of the presidents. I don't know who wrote this book. I do not see any author's name on the cover or on the spine of the book. This is what it looks like. It's a really boring cover. But, I found all these books I got, minus the Alex and Elijah book. The Alex Hamilton book I got at Walmart. And Hannah's List book I got at Walmart too. But the rest of them came from the book sales and stuff. This is the second book in the set. The first book, there was 2 books. The first book in the set talked about the president's, like, roles and stuff like that. And then this one was the book about the president. So I got the book about the presidents instead of buying the one that wasn't. So yeah, and basically it goes up to Ronald Reagan. Now usually most of the time when I get books that are from like a while ago, it either goes up to Nixon or goes up to Reagan. So it's not a recent book, but I really liked it. The portraits were really big in this book, so it looks like they like blew up. I don't know if these are like the portraits from the White House or anything. I don't know, but they are really, really cool looking. Like, they're really, really cool. I really like them. They're, like, blown up. You can see every detail in the picture. It's really, really cool. Like, this one is Benjamin Harrison, the 23rd President of the United States. And this is what it looks like. I don't know if I can reach it. There you go. You see how, like, detailed that picture is? It was a really good book. I really liked it. There's, like, different facts in it. There's, like, little facts about, like, oh, how many states were on the flag when he was president and what went on when he was president, like, a little timeline. And then it goes into, like, there's another little box that says, like, oh, like, who was vice president, how much did he win by, his terms in office, stuff like that. It was a really cool book. There's even a quiz in the back of the book. I didn't take the quiz, but, yeah, it was really cool. I really liked it. The pictures were really cool. I just like learning about presidents. Like, that's, like, the one thing I like is, like, I have so many books on the presidents. It's, like, not even surreal because I like learning about them. Because, you know, you might have, like, 50 books about the presidents. I mean, I don't have 50 books about the presidents in my house. But if I did, you know, maybe each one has a different fact that I didn't know about them before, you know. So that was my book review video for this month. Comment below and tell me some of your books that you liked or enjoyed this month, or books you want me you recommend me to read for another book review video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.